of how the secret options auto trader can turn any option selling strategy into a stream of passive income in less than 10 minutes, and it's way easier than you think. So before I dive into the demo, first, what is an options auto trader? Well, you might be seeing a lot of bots online right now, which is essentially a black box, right? It's this thing where you connect your account and you don't know what the heck it's doing. Buying, selling, entering, managing, you're like, I don't get it. And that's confusing because it's going to lose you money and you're not going to know why. You'll message the person, be like, why am I losing money? And they'll be like, oh, I don't know. It's just the bot. No, you need to understand what is happening with your money. That's how you be responsible as someone who has acquired all this money over time, who has saved this money and wants to use it to grow it for their family, for security, for safety. You need to know what is going on with your account. It's irresponsible if you don't. And so that's exactly why the options auto trader is a rules-based system. You say, hey, I want to enter at this time, at this section, whatever. And so you need a rule system where a computer will only ever follow your rules. So you know why something is working, why it's trading, and what is going on so that you can actually have control of your account while it being automated. So I hope that makes sense. The options auto trader is a way to automate your trading using rules that get executed for you. So let's dive into an actual demo of it. All right, guys, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to recreate this 112 auto trader that I will be giving you at the end of this training. You can see here, this is that auto trader on ES. You can see here that there's currently $7,000 in open trading profits that I have and $15,000 that it's made total, using only about $44,000. That's literally awesome. Love that. But let's dive into actually how to set this up. So again, I click on create an auto trader. I connect it to my broker. And then again, I can create an auto trader or pick one from scratch. Again, I'm going to create this one from scratch. So again, you can see all the options of what I can pick. But for this, I'm creating a 112 strategy. So that's what I'm going to click on. Next, I'm going to click on the asset I want to trade. I use ES because I have a larger account. If you have a smaller account and want to do the same thing, you can do it on MES too. If you like CL, GC, NQ, or all these other features, you can do that as well. Again, for a smaller account, we'll do for MES. Again, it's preloaded with some of the best practices here. So if you don't know what days or what this to put, you can just follow what's already there, and that's the best practice to have the highest win rate. But how I structure my 112s is I go 90 days until expiration. I buy the 25 delta put. I sell the 23 delta put, and I sell 2 7 deltas. So this is how you would structure that trade, however you structure that yourself. If you structure it with money away, like you like to be doing certain dollar points away, you can do that as well. But I use deltas for my 112 trades. So just like that, 25, 23, 7. Next, I specify how often do I want to enter the trade. Right now, I only am entering in once a week on Wednesday. So again, that's what I do here. If I want to enter multiple times a week or every other week or once a month, I can do that as well. And then again, I can set that all up here, which this is how I trade it. Next is the take profit percentage and stop loss percentage. So again, I like to take profit at around 80%. I like my stop loss at 300%. That's how I run mine. If you want to change yours a bit, you can, but this is how I structure mine, the one that's maybe $5,923 a month. My early management in days I don't do because I'm not really the tasty live 21 days. I don't really do that. Next is turn hedge into a hedge at profit target. Because this is a 112, it can be turned into a hedge. So at the 80% profit target, do I want to turn this into a PDS hedge? And yes, I do. That's just that's standard by default. So save and continue. Next, I set up the buying power I want to use. How much money do I want to allow this auto trader to trade with? 5,000 is a good little starting bonus for MES. If you're doing ES, you'll need more than that. But again, just like that. Now I've created this auto trader. You can see here, this is how the trade is structured. I'm going, each trade takes about $800 and I'll make about $96 per trade. And so again, you can read exactly how this trade is structured if you want to make sure, but basically this auto trader is instructed to automate a 90 DTE 112 on MES once a week on Wednesdays. And again, follows all the rules that I set. And so again, I just authorize it and save this auto trader. And just like that, I've created an auto trader, like it says, congrats, that I can use. Now, the only thing left to do is to turn on the auto trader by clicking clicking the power button. But again, I already have one on ES running and one on CL running. I don't need the MES, but that's how simple it is to create the 112 auto trader that's going to trade for me and follow all my rules to a T. And again, I will be giving you this auto trader that I made so that you can in one click import it and start using it today at the end of this training. So stay tuned. Wasn't that demo cool? Wasn't it awesome to see how easy it is to automate your option selling strategy, specifically my 112 trade, which has made me so much money? Guys, the 112 strategy in and of itself is a very amazing strategy. And when you automate it, it literally becomes passive income at its finest. And literally there are 100+ auto traders in our system right now that are just trading the 112 strategy. So if you want to have success, I highly recommend that you use the 112 options auto trader. But I also wanted to give you some more examples because you may be saying, Austin, that's cool, but I trade like this. I trade ratio spreads. I sell puts. I do strangles. I do XYZ. Whatever it is, I want to give you 3 more examples to show you how this can work for you. So we'll be diving into a 1 standard deviation strangle. I'll show you how to do put selling on a red day. And for my 0 DTE traders, I'll show you how to set up a 0 DTE iron condor strategy. So let's dive into the first example, which is a 1 standard deviation strangle. I'm going to quickly walk through how to automate the Tasty Trade 1 standard deviation strangle, which is their go-to strategy, and now you can automate it. So just click on create an auto trader. First, I'll show you how to set it up from scratch, and then I'll show you how to import it. So first is you connect your account, click on create an auto trader, do selling strangles, and then again, you can pick the asset you want to do it on. They do it on SPY, roughly 45 days out. And again, how we do a 1 standard is we do 16 delta each. So 16 delta, so a 16 delta put and a 16 delta call. That's how we structure the credit spread. We're only going to do 1 position. If we want to do more, we can increase that. We can enter once a week on Wednesdays, or we can even enter on a red day so that we can increase the credit that we collect. So we can enable it so that we enter on a red day instead. We can do a take profit percentage. Tasty Trade likes to aim for a 50% profit target and do early management of 21 days. So they type in 21 days, which means that when the trade gets to 21 days or less, then you exit the trade. No stop loss, I know that. Buying power allocation, how much money do I want to trade with? Let's say 10,000. This is a good little rule for this. Again, you can change it based on your account size or whatever you want. Save and continue, just like that. This is the auto trader for this trade. Again, I'll make about $500 per trade, stuff like that. You can read exactly how this auto trader is set up. But just like that, I've set up a Tasty Trade 1 standard deviation strangle that will trade for me without me letting my emotions ruin the trade. But the question is, how can I import this with 1 click? And so, well, if I go to create an auto trader and connect my account, and I don't want to plug in all those details, but I still want to do this strategy, I just click on pick an auto trader, and look, I have it right here. If we go into passive income strategies, 1 standard deviation strangle, I just click what I want to trade it with, SPY, SPX, ES, etc. So I just click SPY. Then now all I need now it's preloaded everything for me. So all I need to do is tell it how much money to trade with. So let's say 10,000, and I save and continue. And just like that, it's created the auto trader for me based on how Tasty Trade trades it and teaches in their method. So that's how simple it is to set up a 1 standard deviation Tasty Trade automation. Guys, aren't you seeing how amazing this is, where you can set up literally passive income using the strategies that you're already using to automate them and make them work for you? Well, that's exactly what we can do now with the options auto trader. So now let's dive into demo number 3, which is going to be put selling on red days. So for the next example, I'll show you how to create an auto trader that sells puts on red days. This is very simple. We go to create an auto trader, select an account, create an auto trader. We sell puts. We pick the asset we want to trade on. So let's say SPY, 45 days out, 10 delta. That's pretty safe. We go once a week, and then we only enter on a red day. So this means we're only going to enter on red days. So just like that. We set our take profit. We'll follow some Tasty Live mechanics, which is 50% take profit, 21 days until early management. Just like that. Now we're only going to enter on red days. We set up how much money we want to trade with. Let's say 5,000. And just like that, oops, I need a bit more money for buying power to do this trade. So let's go to 10,000 just for this example. Just like that, I set up an auto trader that will sell puts, which collect income for me every single time it's a red day, which means that I'm going to increase my win rate, increase the credit I collect. And just like that, I set up an automation that's done for me in literally less than a minute. Wasn't that cool? Guys, it's so awesome because if we sell puts on red days, we're going to collect more money, which means we make more money and we have a higher win rate. Now we can do that on autopilot. But let's dive into the next example of how to automate a DTE Iron Condor. And last but not least, let's create a 0 DTE Iron Condor trading strategy from my 0 DTE traders. So again, just click on create an auto trader. Connect your account. Obviously, you know that we can create an auto trader from scratch, but I'm just going to go pick one because we have a list of 0 DTE strategies based on Tasty Live's data. So you have the 0 DTE Iron Condor, the 0 DTE Strangle. Again, I like defined risk for 0 DTE, so we're going to go this one. And then again, I get to pick what I want to trade with. SPX is the best thing to do it with, so I just click SPX. Now it's preloaded all the best practices for us. I just set up how much money I want to trade with. Let's say 5,000. Save and continue. Just like that, I've created a 0 DTE strategy. Now, for those of you like, okay, cool, but what does it do? Well, again, this explains in plain English what the auto trader does. This auto trader is instructed to automate a 0 DTE Iron Condor on SPX every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Trades will be placed in the morning. This auto trader will avoid placing trades on FOMC meeting days. Sweet, I get to avoid the volatility days automatically. Trades will be managed at a take profit of 15%. Trades will also be managed with a stop loss of 200%. Perfect. This auto trader is limited to trade with no more than 5,000. Just like that, in literally a minute, we created a 0 DTE auto trader that will follow all the best practices and help us not to get stuck in the emotions and the time that it takes to trade. So that was my last example. All right, guys, wasn't that super easy? Isn't that so cool how you can finally automate your options trading and know exactly what it's doing and why to make money? Well, now you can finally turn any strategy into passive income, and the options auto trader supports so many, like selling puts and selling calls, selling strangles and selling straddles, ratio spreads, 111s, 112s, credit spreads, iron condors, and iron flies. It also supports futures options, stock options, ETFs options, and index options. So guys, no matter what type of options seller or options trader you are, no matter what strategy you use, this can work for you. If you sell puts, sell strangles, sell ratio spreads, credit spreads, anything on this list, the options auto trader can work for you. Now, if you don't know where to start, if you're new, do not worry. The 112s are literally the best place to go, and I would recommend that everyone does it. And again, you can do with one-click import the 112 into your strategy, which I'll show you how to do later on in this video. So, who does this work for? It works for option sellers who have a strategy, who wants to get it connected and start rolling. It also works for option sellers who don't have a strategy, because we will provide you with one in our templates section. It also works for option sellers who have a super complicated strategy. I'll show you in a bit how you can actually have super advanced entry rules to automate your trading. It also works for any option seller who wants to automate their trading, generate passive income, and reclaim their time from the screen. Guys, are you tired of being stuck to the screen? Do you want to spend more time with your family? You feel like trading is making you give up time with family, which is the reason you started trading in the first place. Guys, we need to start enjoying retirement and enjoying the people that we are on this earth with. And so in order to do that, we need to automate our option selling in a passive way that makes sense to us. Now, if you want this to work for you, at the moment, the options auto trader only works with tastytrade, which means you need a tastytrade account in order to use it. Now, tastytrade has a bonus right now, where if you sign up with a new account with them, then they will give you up to $4,000 of a bonus into your account for joining with them. And so again, this could literally be something that makes you money by joining tastytrade, because they're going to give you money by joining. But anyways, if you want to use the options auto trader, you need a tastytrade margin account with at least $5,000. If you don't, then this is not for you. So, are you ready to start using the options auto trader? Well, you can join the options auto trader today, plus get